Rob Tebbutt here for Boxing News, joined by Dalton Smith. We're here in Sheffield ahead of Dalton Smith versus Sam Maxwell. Dalton, always a pleasure. How are you?
Always a pleasure. I'm feeling good, and another fight week in my hometown. Excited to go.
Excited to go indeed. I came up to the gym I think 4 or 5 weeks ago. It's flown by since then. How have the last few weeks of I'll get all the boring question out of the way first. How's the last few weeks of camp been?
It's been terrible. No, it's been good. I've had a great camp, and feeling fit, strong, and can't wait to get in there.
Now, when I last caught up with you, you were just returning from a trip over stateside, did some sparring, did some training out there with Manny Robles. How did you reacclimatise to the sunny climes of Sheffield?
It took me a couple of days to, acclimatise back to, sunny Sheffield. But then, straight back into camp, picked up where we left off, and, just, carried on the momentum of what I picked up in America. So yeah, it's good. How
did it change, like having that kind of break in between camp and going over there and coming back here? How did you feel different to other camps when, of course, you've not done that?
I think this fight alone, it's given me that, it's brought the best out of me. And even I keep saying, like, my last performance, I didn't really get up for it with the opposition. No disrespect, but sometimes you just need that opponent what gets the best out of you, and that's what it did this camp, and that's why it's the best I've been as a professional. You'll see on the scales tomorrow the condition I'm in, and it's just it made me fall in love with boxing a little bit more. Going out to America, just breaking it up, and I've just been flying.
What are you expecting from Sam Maxwell this weekend?
We'll see on Saturday night. Obviously, it's hard to see from his last performances, but I'm expecting the best Sam Maxwell. I always do that anyway. I always say I expect whoever I'm getting in with, they're Mike Tyson, like, this is a big opportunity for Sam. Where does he go after this? And this is Sam's world title shot, and that's why I've trained the hardest possible, and I've left no stone unturned, and you'll see that on Saturday.
What do you make of him as a fighter? What does he do well? What doesn't he do well?
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He wouldn't have achieved what he's achieved, without having talent. But obviously he carries power. But to be honest, I think he's pretty one-dimensional, and he's going to struggle with the movement, the angles, and he feels, from the energy I'm feeling, he feels pretty nervous and pretty tense. So obviously that doesn't mean anything, but it's always good to feel my opponent's energy. I always do that. And I feel a little bit of tension there, and he feels quite tense, so we'll see.
Last quick couple for me, because we're about to get started just behind you. How excited are you again to be headlining here in Sheffield?
It's my hometown, it's what I've always wanted to do, and I'm here living a dream, so I'm going to soak it all up, and when I make that ring walk again, it's going to be some atmosphere, and I can't wait to put on a performance.
And final one from me, how does it end? Dalton Smith versus Sam Maxwell this weekend?
A big performance from Dalton.
Knockout?
We'll see.
Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing News.
Top man, thank you.